Hello there. Welcome back to another episode. Not an episode, but today we'll have a better lesson than that day. In the last day, we had learned about sentences, right? We learned about the definitions of sentences. We got a lot of new details. We also learned about phrases and classes. But today we are going to learn something more interesting. This is going to be actually more detailed on the types of sentences, and so let's get started. So let us start learning, right? So see that today we need the same things. We need device. It can be a Windows, a Mac, an Android. It doesn't matter. Your notebook, because you need to write down the definitions I give you here and your determination to learn English. Please do like and subscribe if you like this video at the end of this video so that you can get more learning. So let's get started. Firstly, what we are going to mainly learn about here is actually the kinds of sentences, right? We're going to learn about the kinds of sentences. In the last lesson, we learned about the sentences and the phrase and the clause, right? We learned about many things, which includes the phrase and the clause, right? But today, we are going to learn some information about the different kinds of sentences, right? Now, as we say in the last class or in the last lesson, we learned many more things about what a sentence is. It's a group of words with some sense and all that we learned, right? But see, today we will learn about different types of sentences, right? Sentences are not just like, oh, see, if I say something like here, the examples, I cannot just say them to say, oh, see, this is a sentence. Sometimes, for linguistical and grammatical confirmation and for grammatical studies, we also need to know about what type of sentence it is. So, in today's class, we will be learning about how many types of kinds of sentences are there, right? We will learn about what? We will learn about the kinds of sentences. So here we see these are the different kinds of sentences here. Now there are actually normally four types of sentences, right? There are four types of sentences, right? This is firstly there is assertive or the declarative sentence. What sentence is there? There is an assertive or a declarative sentence. Now, as we see, the word itself says declaration. So, is it like, oh, see, I won a medal, I got this, I got that, I declared this or that? No, it's not actually something like that. As we see, we have got the definition inside here itself, right? Let's see what the definition says. The definition says that those sentences which simply say, imply, or state something are called assertive or declarative sentences, or these are also known as sentences, right? So this is also known as a sentence. This is a very important, as we see, we have got this mark. Those which say, imply, or state something. These are called declarative or assertive sentences, but we can also name them smallly as statements, right? So let's look at what examples have been provided to us in here. This is, for example, we have got these three sentences, right? Let's look at what sentences we have got. I have returned him the book already. Okay, I forgot to write here a word called book. Okay, so let's type in book inside. So what we see, this is book actually. I forgot to return him the book already. I have returned him the book already, right? So this is a big sentence. No, this is not. This is a very small unit sentence. When we will slowly go into more lessons, more higher lessons, then we will get more info about that. So that's why just now, as we can know that I have returned him the book already. So this is actually declaring, or it's assertive writingly. It's stating that I have returned him the book already. Right? So I can say that, okay, I have returned him the book, and my friend cannot tell me that no, you have not returned the book. So here we have got some parts of the sentence which we will discuss later, and we will return to this part very soon. So let us look where what else we have got. The three other examples is like my mom is making lunch, right? This book already is there. My mom is making lunch, my friend is going out with me. All these are different kinds of examples of those statements. Let's check out the other ones. These are interrogative sentences which ask questions, right? So what are normal questions or interrogative sentences? Okay, give a full stop here. This is something important that I will discuss with you later in another chapter or in the next video, I guess. But actually, we should always give full stops, and I will explain you why, right? So that's why this is a definition about those sentences which ask questions. Like, for example, we have got a important question here, like, where do you live? This is a question. Have you had breakfast? How are you? Say someone suddenly asks you where you do you live. We will answer like I live at New York. I live at London. If I say like that, or I live in the next street, right? If I say like that, this is that I'm giving the answers are mainly always assertives or declarative sentences, right? They are mainly assertivized or declared sentences. Or we can also like we have got have you had your breakfast, or we also have how are you, right? It all depends inside. Now let's check what we have got in here. Two dots, yeah, three. So imperative sentences are those which are actually expressing different commands, right? Let's check what these are. This is actually expressing commands, it's expressing the requests, or it's also expressing entreaties. These are all imperative sentences. So this is very much important, and please do write it down in your copy, because in exams if we are asked about definitions we have to write these. Right, now let's check what else we have got. We have got some four examples, like three examples. It's for example. So go away. So suddenly if you say go away, get out of my house now, please give me some food. Now are these the first ones, as we can see, the first, this is the first one, and this is the second one. This is actually one, two, three, but this is these two are actually those ones which are actually saying some command, that get out of my house now or go away. Whereas the other one that we have got here is actually saying please give me some food, which actually is saying a request. Okay, I'm very hungry, please give me some food, right? So this is another type of sentence. The last one that we have got is called an exclamatory sentence. This is also another important type of a sentence. So let's see what we got here. We say that these sentences which express sudden feelings such as happiness, anger, grief, shock, pride, etc. are called exclamatory sentences, right? Now, for example, we can say, oh, that is so sad, right? We can say, oh, look. So let me go and show you in marks that, like, you can say like, oh, that is so sad. It explains, it says that, oh, I have a feeling of sadness for you. Or maybe some news is said which is sad to say, like nowadays many people are dying due to this recent COVID-19 virus. So they are like someone is saying, oh, that's so sad that so many people are dying. So we just say it in a small sentence. Or I can also say, yay, I won the match. Or wow, what a beautiful dress that is. Right, so we have completed this major topic. So remember, what are the four types of sentences? Let's check it out. The four types of main sentences are assertive or declarative sentences, right? This is firstly we got the assertive or the declarative sentences. Then the next one, as we can see, it is here the interrogative sentence, and then we got the imperative sentence, and then we got the exclamatories. Let us learn the next type of sentence, subject and predicate. No, this is not any kind of type of sentence. Actually, this is actually the two parts of a sentence are explained here, right? So let's see what are the two parts of a sentence that we have here. Firstly, we see that a sentence that mainly consists of a subject and a predicate. A subject and predicate is very important. Without a subject, oh, wait a minute, what this sentence is about? Or predicate is like, what are you telling about this person? So we got some important so we have got we see here that the subject is the part of a sentence about which the sentence is about, right? So this is important. That's why I said that without a subject, anyone will just say that, wait a minute, what this sentence is about, right? And the predicate is also there. This is the predicate. The predicate is actually saying like, whereas this predicate is the part of the sentence which tells us what the sentence is about the subject, right? It's very much important because without a predicate, like imagine that this is a sentence, right? Imagine this box is a sentence. This box, as we can see, it is a sentence, and inside here we have got two main parts, out of which this, right, this thing is actually the, this is actually the subject, whereas on the other hand the red one is actually the predicate. Now the subject cannot stay without the predicate, but the where the subject is more vital, because without this there is no, like, no chance of any sentence to be properly formed with good details and everything that someone should know about it, right? So that's why a sentence is also very much important, right? So this is, imagine a sentence. Right, now let's take another look at this example, like my father is at home today. Okay, that's a really important sentence. So it says my father is at home today. So I can change this into some other parts, like we can divide it into two parts. For example, I can easily say that my father is the subject. As we see, this is my father, he is the subject here. That okay, so my father is at home today, that is a subject. Obviously it will be a subject because without it there's nothing to think about. And is at home today, that is actually the predicate, right? So here we got the subject and the predicate. Also, I'll just give you a bonus small short video of about 2 minutes or 3 minutes, in which I will teach you about how to identify subjects and predicates by some days. Now I guess in today or tomorrow I'll show you about it. So let's get into the void. Okay, I'm just getting out, actually get out of the void. So that's it for today. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell for the latest notifications, because I really appreciate that, because if you do that, then I will be encouraged to create more better lessons for all of you. And let's go. Goodbye.